welcome to the UK Country Songbook, a show for the Bridge Country hosted by me, Jonny Brick. This is the 7th programme in a 12-part series which, as you know, assembles a 50-track songbook packed with the finest cuts from UK country acts, then discusses why they're so great. Songs may be personal or universal, anthemic or torch ballad, but all have a mark of quality that should see them sung and performed in 2050, 2070, and by the robot entertainers of the 22nd century. The songs do not presume any musical knowledge, although I might raise musical concepts like counterpoint, chord shifts, and tonality. Who knows? You might be encouraged to write your own stuff and add to the existing songbook. I'm now past halfway in this year-long monthly series where I scan through the best acts in the country. Those who are in their early 20s are very lucky in that they're being mentored by older acts who have helped build the platform on which they can stand. We will hear from 3 of them, Robyn, Flear and Katy Rigby later on, but we start with a relative veteran who is not old in the slightest. Here with Unfinished Business is Katy Hurt.
Second drawer in my desk, to the right of my bed is a letter that I started. Halfway down the page, all the ink spilled again. Guess those secrets remain guarded. There's a book on a nightstand, I'm 10 pages in, and the spine's already been broken. Yeah, the ending's unknown, but it's written in stone, so I ain't losing sleep. Yes, I can live with all those things being incomplete. But you feel like unfinished business, like a hurricane that stopped me in my tracks. You feel like unfinished business, and I can't help myself from living in flashbacks. Yeah, I sure hope there's more to this, 'cause you feel like unfinished business. There's a song that I love, but I hate it because I still don't know the lyrics. So I make up the words, and it might sound absurd, but I'm my only critic. And it's tragic to think that the moment I blink, this picture will lose focus. And it scares me to death that there's love on my breath, but you won't even notice. Yeah, would you even notice? You feel like unfinished business, like a hurricane that stopped me in my tracks. You feel like unfinished business, and I can't help myself from living in flashbacks. Yeah, I sure hope there's more to this, 'cause you feel like unfinished business. There's a dream that I had, and it's making me mad that we lay down the foundation. Yeah, it ain't got no walls, and it started out small, but I just want it all. Yeah, you feel like unfinished business, like a hurricane that stopped me in my tracks. You feel like unfinished business, Yeah, I sure hope there's more to this. I really hope there's more to this. 'Cause you feel, yeah, you feel like unfinished business.
I remember going to the very first Buckle and Boots festival in summer 2016. The lineup had dozens of UK country acts. I had very little knowledge of the scene beyond those I'd seen playing the stages around the O2 Arena complex at Country to Country that March. They included Dexter, Holloway Road, Laura Oakes and The Rising, but not Katy Hurt. I was thus blown away by her rocking country music at Buckle and Boots, where I was introduced to her songs like the supercharged Revved Up. I've followed her rise ever since, which in recent years has consisted of standalone singles like The Kiss and Sounds Good in a Bar. Revved Up eventually appeared on her 2019 EP Unfinished Business. I chose the EP's title track as her songbook entry rather than one of Katy's tempo tracks, because it showcases her mature songwriting and the gentle side of her voice. Produced out in Canada by Murray Pulver, Katy wrote it with her guitarist Gab Zapka, who has the best name on the scene. We open with Katy singing about a letter in a drawer where the ink and not the secrets have been spilled, followed by a book whose ending's unknown. The concrete imagery is a contrast with the chorus, where Katy switches to the memory of a guy who feels like unfinished business, like a hurricane. Stop me in my tracks. Katy is hopeful that the relationship can continue so she can stop her living in flashbacks. Later on, she is scared to death that there's love on my breath, which is a comfortable rhyme but an unusual one. Verse 2 adds a backbeat to a lyric about lyrics. It reminds me of how the songwriter Tom Robinson says you should always finish a song, even if, as Katy suggests, it might sound absurd. She sounds in despair when she sings of blinking while a photo is taken, which makes it lose focus, and she repeats the final line of the verse to emphasize the unrequited nature of her love. The second iteration of the chorus adds lush harmonies that bring the band into her tale of woe, while the middle eight uses the metaphor of a house with no walls. It hangs on the phrase, I want it all, aware that her hopes and dreams will be dashed, which is followed by complete silence on the track for 2 unsettling seconds before the final chorus. At several stages in the song, best heard in the final run of the chorus, she adds a Miranda Lambert-style twang to her delivery, which is authentic because Katy spent her childhood in Florida. The song ends on what is known as an imperfect cadence, hitting the E major chord and fading away into nothing. Even the song Unfinished Business is unfinished, which is a nice musical touch to a song full of melancholy. Next is a song with no melancholy at all. With her song Luke Jackson, it's Robyn Red.
I was sitting alone in a bar in Tennessee until you came in and swooped me off my feet. When you took me home, you never thought that 1 year down the line you'd get caught. He had 5 girls on the side, 4 little kids to 3 of his wives. He been round every bar from near to far. Now it's safe to say he played a lot of games. Luke Jackson was his name. back. And what he didn't know is that his final sight would be me and all the other girls burying him alive. He had 5 girls on the side, 4 little kids to 3 of his wives. He went round every bar from near to far. Now it's safe to say he played a lot of games. Luke Jackson was his name. Luke Jackson was his name. Luke Jackson was his name.
Robyn Ward, who records as Robyn Red, is now a festival stalwart. In the middle of July 2024, she headlined King Tut's Wawa Hut in her home city of Glasgow, capping off a rapid rise which saw her graduate this year to the main stage at Buckle and Boots. Luke Jackson is a key part of her set. Opening with some dirty fiddle in the key of B-flat minor, our narrator is in a Tennessee bar when her foe walks in. Robyn would be too young to get served in such a bar, so she's playing an older character, maybe she's 22. He takes her home unaware that 1 year down the line you'd get caught. He had not one girl on the side, but 5, with 4 children, picking off women on trips to bars as he had done with Robyn. Thus, the sing-along chorus is about a philandering fella whose tuppence will surely come. The saxophone thrown into the mix too to boost the power of the arrangement. Robyn fell for him against her wishes because he was 6 foot tall, blue eyes, handsome. One day after work, Robyn had rounded up Luke Jackson's woman to help fill a hole in her garden, which coincidentally is 6 foot deep. The final accented crotchet chord ba 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 seemed to mimic an axe or knife going into the body of the villain, and Robyn finishes the song with a reminder Luke Jackson was his name. It feels apt to put a murder ballad into the songbook, given that it is a key tenet of country music, and I'm glad Robyn wrote one early in her career. This is the UK Country Songbook with me, Jonny Brick. You can watch the first 6 episodes in this series, featuring songs from the likes of Ferris and Sylvester, Morgan Way, Amelia Quinn and Yola on the Bridge Country, as well as honky tonk cabin shows presented by John Finch. If you want some women, although we've got 3 in this episode, head to the Voice of a Woman playlist on this very YouTube channel to watch Linda Conway's own monthly series. Next up in this quartet of young singers is Katy Rigby with her song Past Life Cowgirl.
I ain't petite and blonde, don't wear Louis Vuitton. I ain't picture perfect, babe. I like my comfort clothes and a Netflix show, only up late on a Saturday. Hate to admit when I'm wrong, complicated yet strong, but my heart's in the right place. I'm writing country songs, don't feel like I belong. Live in here in the UK. I need a Nashville skyline, sipping on a watermelon moonshine. Swap my Crocs for some cowboy boots. Heel toe, do-si-do, can you teach me how to move? Spend a night on Broadway, wagon wheel on replay. Biz and trucks, getting lost in the hook of needing something you prove. In a past life, I think I was a cowgirl too. Trade out my pink gin for a whiskey smooth. Hearing my lyrics under the Opry roof, a dreamer's heaven and a neon moon for our face. Swap my Crocs for some cowboy boots. Heel toe, do-si-do, can you teach me how to move? Spend a night on Broadway, wagon wheel on replay. Busy trucks getting lost in the hook of needing something you prove. In a past life, I think I was a cowgirl too. Oh yeah, I do. I do. We can go there if you want. We'll be up till dawn under a Nashville skyline, sipping on a watermelon moonshine. Swap my Crocs for some cowboy boots. Heel toe, do-si-do, can you teach me how to move? Spend a night on Broadway, wagon wheel on replay. Busy trucks getting lost in the hook of needing something you prove. In a past life, oh, in a past life, I think I was a cowgirl too.
You just saw a live version of Past Life Cowgirl by Katy, Rigby, recorded at Null's Pizza in Manchester at the beginning of July, and the full video includes a wee chat with BBC journalist Victoria Jane with a massive pizza on the table in front of them. She's never had an olive before, is one revelation. Katy says she wants more country music on the radio to enable more people to be exposed to it in one go, and her own efforts will help the cause. Katy left her job in the NHS to become a full-time carer for her grandma, which gave her the time to focus on her music too. In Past Life Cowgirl, which she wrote in the car on the way to pick up her husband, she channels her frustrations of being from the UK rather than Nashville, as she says in the first verse of the song, but in what she calls an upbeat way. She posted the song without any edits to the original lyrical splurge onto TikTok, and it found its way to hundreds of For You pages. The song is in a chirpy A major key, and aside from the B minor 2 chord, which is the second one in most sequences, goes long on the major chords. The studio version, which launches right into the first verse without any intro, adds a steady beat on the 2 and the 4, perfect to keep time during a line dance. The production also sprinkles some banjo into the chorus to put us in a Nashville mood. In fact, Katy hits the highest note in the song so far, a top A, on the word Nashville, as if she is lost in her thoughts. She climbs even higher when she mentions the Bluebird Cafe, which gets a name check alongside Lower Broadway and the Grand Ole Opry. The Nashville Tourist Board can do no worse than use the song on their next advertising campaign, and the arrangement makes it a perfect sync opportunity. It's very gentle. Ain't petite and blonde, don't wear Louis Vuitton is a smart opening line which also lays bare Katy's identity as a singer. She sings that she is complicated, headstrong, but my heart's in the right place, which gives the listener a possible affinity with the singer. Ditto her love of comfort clothes and a Netflix show. Did you spot all those country song titles scattered throughout the song? Watermelon Moonshine, Wagon Wheel, You-Proof, Neon Moon. There are lots of signifiers that let us know she is a country dreamer. Beers and trucks, which are omnipresent in country songs past and present. Crocs exchanged for cowboy boots in which she can heel-toe, do-si-do. And pink gin swapped for whiskey. Katy makes sure the second verse is half the length of the first, obeying a common rule of modern country songwriting. And she brings back the chorus for a third time after a short bridge, "We'll be up till dawn." The studio version has an ending which isolates the harmonies on Cowgirl and adds a little curlicue from the guitar, tying a bow on the song in a way that reminds me of the material Katy tied in her hair when I saw her at Buckle and Boots. Fine ambassador for country music in the UK, Katy Rigby will be opening for Jade Helliwell on her tour this October, where plenty of current life cowgirls will be singing along. Finally, after 3 lasses, here is a fella, Luke Flear, with his song Tassels and Flares.
I don't mean brag, no, I've never been the type. There's few things in this world that will ever meet their hype. There's one thing that I've never been so modest about, I can't lie. Now hell, I ain't no Swayze, but you wouldn't think it true. I sure made this go crazy, like the way she makes me too. I've known her from the moment that she first loved me in the eyes. Now baby, I ain't kidding, the way she got me kissing, the way she flicks the bleach blonde hair. This lady got me shaking, my heart just won't stop aching, my eyes just won't stop staring, 'cause my girl's wearing tassels and flares. Tassels and flares. No matter where we're going, no matter where we've been, cruising through the country or a downtown city spin, she's the kind of trouble that'll last to the end every time. Now baby, I ain't kidding, the way she got me kissing, the way she flicks the bleach blonde hair. This lady got me shaking, my heart just won't stop aching, my eyes just won't stop staring, 'cause my girl's wearing tassels and flares. Tassels and flares. Hey baby. Got me kissing, the way she flicks the bleach blonde hair. This lady got me shaking, my heart just won't stop aching, my eyes just won't stop staring. No, I just can't stop glaring, 'cause my girl's wearing tassels and flares. Tassels and flares. Alright. Tassels and flares.
From the fine city of Leeds, Luke Flear played every instrument on his debut album Looks Country to Me. I hope he won't mind me saying that he is one of the most handsome acts working in the genre in what is a very contested field. His mentor Gary Quinn has been offering advice to help his career, which was aided by a main stage performance at Buckle and Boots. An excellently rocking set included that slice of country rock, or rockin' country, Tassels and Flares. It's one of those songs which does everything they can to turn a woman into a country queen. The 6-note riff, do-do-do-do-do-do, that runs through the song might well be his Belle's themes tune, emphatic and chromatic in how it slides down to the root note of F. The heavy use of cymbals on the drum kit punctuates the song and gives it forward momentum. Ditto the chunky electric guitar chords blended into the arrangement, while the chorus has a pretty banjo counter melody. I don't mean to brag, Luke sings of the girl who swept him off his feet from the very first time their eyes met. She looks brilliant in both city and country settings, and, sings Luke with all volition, she's the kind of trouble that I like to be in. As with Past Life Cowgirl, the second verse is half the length of the first, the better to return the lens to the lady who flicks her bleached blonde hair. My heart just won't stop aching, my eyes just won't stop staring is a balanced line in the chorus whose rhythm skitters along at a clip. Indeed, the whole song is breathless, with Luke singing straight quavers da, 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 and tripping over himself to tell the listener about his lady. Baby, I ain't kidding, the way she got me kissing is a fun rhyme that is delivered in a syncopated pattern at the start of the chorus, anticipating the beat and showing his fondness for his lady. It reminds me, in fact, of Maria from the musical West Side Story, or Peggy Sue by Buddy Holly. So Luke is working in a lineage of guys who are driven crazy by their lady. Likewise, knowing his rock music history and how hooks don't have to come from the guitar line, Luke stutters over the word tassels, tassels and flares, as a way to finish off the chorus. There's also a fine solo electric guitar passage set to a 7-4-1 chord pattern, and there's no big finish to the song. Tassels and Flares just stops dead on the final F major chord, making the listener return to the start of the song so they can enjoy it all over again. Tassels and Flares by Flear. Thank you for watching this 7th show in the UK Country Songbook series. I've been Jonny Brick, and I will return at the end of August with some slightly older acts whose standards deserve to be added. But for now, it remains me to thank John Finch for producing this show for The Bridge Country, giving independent artists a voice across the world.